Good evening, people. Welcome to episode 4 of the Sports and Superheroes podcast. I'm your host, Marcus, and I'm with my co host tonight.
Gershon, what's up, people? What's up, people?
What's up, people? So, tonight we're going to dive in some sports news and some superhero news. There's a lot of things that happened this weekend in sports with football. I know over the weekend there was also some trailers for movies that came out. I saw a trailer for Superman that came out.
Yep,
Um, I'm sure we're going to talk about that.
yep.
Without further ado, let's jump into the first topic. Let's talk some superheroes, Gershon.
All right. So, speaking of the Superman trailer, let's just jump right into that one. So, a new trailer came out during one of the football games, um, and it's pretty much a whole bunch of other footage, normal footage we've already seen from the first Superman trailer. But they did have a little bit of extra stuff in there. And boy, did the internet go wild about it. Not in the best way, though. So, in the trailer, the new added materials, they showed Superman flying and they did close ups on his face. And let's just say he looked cockeyed. He looked messed up. His eyes was going one way. Oh, it looked bad. His arms looked small. It was just really bad CGI. I don't know why who approved this really need to get fired because you got to put your best foot forward, and this wasn't their best foot with this one. It just looked really bad for 2025 CGI. It's always been difficult to have Superman fly, but I think we've got it pretty locked in. James Gunn didn't hire the right guy or something. I don't know, but it looked bad. If you go look at the trailer, he looks like I said, he looks like his left eye is like lazy. He looks like he's wearing a wig. His arms seem like T-Rex small on his body. When he comes out of this little glacier and the spin move he does, the CGI just looks bad. I don't know if they were rushing it for this game, which they could have just held off for the Super Bowl game. It would be more realistic to hold off for that. But it just did not look the best. I had seen a picture of it before I seen the trailer. And then right when I was like, oh, let me go watch this trailer, it popped up on the screen while I was watching the football game. And I was like, oh, I see what they're saying. It's we've gotten so used to CGI, it's harder to fool us now. It's harder to fool our eyes. And there's that uncanny valley that you are fighting against because you want something to look realistic, but not too realistic that you can tell it's not realistic. We're just too good now. Our eyes are too good. We're too used to stuff. We got too much clarity in all these TVs, all these pixels and everything. So it did look bad. It did look bad. So it's making me start to worry a little bit about the Superman movie. Which, to be honest with you, I was worried anyway because it's Superman. It's really hard to get Superman right. So this was not a good outing for everyone to see Superman in this kind of light, let's say. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least that's the one they went with. I don't know why they would go with that, especially you trying to start a brand new DCU universe. Come on, guys. Not the best thing to go right out the gate with. Yeah, Marcus, did you see the trailer?
I did see the trailer.
Okay.
And the comment, I saw mixed reviews. There's a lot of
Okay.
people that feel the way you feel. And there's a lot of people like, this is amazing. Thank you. And I can't find it now, but I swore James Dunn responded to somebody on Twitter and said it wasn't CGI.
I think he did.
Yeah, but now I
And if it
can't find
wasn't,
it.
you guys should have shot that again.
Yeah,
You should
yeah.
have definitely shot that again because this man eye catches up. So either this man has a lazy eye, which if he does, I'm not hating on his lazy eye, But Superman doesn't have a lazy eye. So realistically, y'all should fix that. Should have fixed that in post. Maybe you needed some CGI. But it had to be some kind of CGI because we know people can't fly. So let's be realistic. So let's not act like we don't know how this works. The CGI they had with Henry Cavill when he was flying looked good, looked really good, especially when he was moving fast, looked good. So we know you have the technology and y'all a big company, y'all got the money. You clearly something fell through the cracks here. Something fell through the cracks. This shouldn't have been seen, honestly.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Because yeah, like I said, it's mixed reviews from fans, so I'm sure everybody still is going to go see the movie because it's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Superman.
Still gonna see the movie. 100%.
But I wonder. This kind of reminds me of when a trailer first came out for Sonic. When that trailer first came
Oh.
out, everybody was like, "This is terrible. Y'all need to scrap the movie." Blah blah blah, and the fans got on them so bad that they actually revised Sonic before they put out the movie. So
So there's been like conspiracy theories that they did that on purpose to gauge how fans felt about Sonic and who was really interested in it. And then
mhm,
once they did that, they got such an uproar. They see more people were interested in Sonic. So now that they fixed them, or claim fixed them, because I think that was just a fake Sonic they put out to get people talking about it. It did what it was supposed to do. It got people talking about it, got people interested in that Sonic movie, and I'm pretty sure a lot more people went and seen that first Sonic movie just to see if they actually did go with that bad Sonic first and not the new Sonic they created. So it was good buzz. It was good buzz ultimately because Sonic is on Sonic 3 and it's a franchise now. It's doing really good. So
yeah.
it clearly worked for them. Will it work for DC? Only time will tell. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with another trailer real soon, showing a better
Mhm.
look at Superman flying, especially right into your face. They're gonna do a better look of that. I 100% agree they're gonna bring out something new in the next day or two, just to be like, hey, no, we heard you. We fixed this. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Well,
I mean, this is their first. This is Superman. I think I don't know if it's Superman Legacy or what's the title of it because they changed it. Um, but this is their first DC movie of the new DC regime, so they want to have their best foot forward and start out with a bang. So they're gonna try to get everything right. I'm hoping they do. I want good superhero movies, 100%. Trust me, I'm not like I hope this fails. No, no, I want good superhero movies because there's a lot of black superheroes in DC we've yet to get to see, and only way we'll get to see those if these do good. So 100% want to see those. 100%. I want
yep.
my Static Shock movie. Man,
Well,
I've
the
been waiting for
Superman movie doesn't come out till July 11th, so they got
that. Yeah,
time to
they got
fix it.
time.
I'm actually hold on.
It
I'm
might be
watching the
coming out
trailer again.
2026.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's coming out this year, is it?
It says it begins July 11th. There's the tweet from James Gunn. Doesn't have a year. It just says it begins July 11th. So I would assume that it's this year because he put
It,
out a tweet
I
in
guess it is this
this.
year. Oh,
Yeah,
hmm.
because his pin tweet is from December 19th of 2024, and
Okay.
it's a
I mean, they still got
Superman
time.
trailer. So
They still got time.
yeah,
As much money they put in this, they can bring that man back and do some reshoots and make sure they get it correct.
yeah,
Um, yeah, they got time. So it is coming out. Yeah, that's going to be their big tent pole. So you got to start off right. So they definitely going to fix this. No, without a
yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
Without a doubt. Definitely. Yeah,
Well,
but that's yeah. Let guys let us know. Did you see the trailer? What did you think? Are you super excited? Are you a little disappointed? Are you in the middle? I mean, I'm pretty sure you're all still going to go see it, but how did you feel about the trailer? Let us know in the comments, and hit us up on. We're working on getting the email, and maybe we're gonna get some about voicemails, so you guys can send voicemails in. We can talk to you guys, let you talk on the podcast, but we'll talk about that later. We'll figure that out and put that down in the description. But let us know what you feel about.
All right, let's get to some NBA news.
Okay.
We got some continued drama that's gonna, let's see, probably is gonna happen for, I think, probably for at least another week because the NBA trade deadline is coming up. I would be surprised if this drama goes past the NBA trade deadline. And I'm talking about Jimmy Butler. So Jimmy Butler recently returned from a 7-game suspension and was again suspended by Miami Heat for 2 games for missing a team flight.
Oh.
And then, so that was last week. He got suspended for
Okay.
2 games.
Okay.
Says the Heat reportedly opened to trading him and ongoing discussions involving teams like Phoenix Suns, which that's where Jimmy wants to go. But all honesty, I don't think he's going to get traded to Phoenix because he's dealing with Pat Riley, and Pat Riley's not going to give him what he wants since he putting him through hell right now.
Very true. Very true.
And then also with him just coming back and then being suspended for 2 games, teams can't really judge, how Jimmy is playing because he's suspended. So all that was last week, right? But then today, the Miami Heat was having a practice, and then Jimmy was informed that he wouldn't be being a starting lineup, that he would be replaced by Haywood Highsmith. So when Jimmy heard that, he just walked off the court. He just left. You're like, word, y'all ain't started me? Yeah, all right. And he walked off. So now he's suspended indefinitely.
Indefinitely. So
yeah, hey, I don't think we're going to see Jimmy playing in a Miami Heat uniform anymore for the rest of the season.
I mean, I get it, but isn't he like one of their best players? Like, what are we doing here?
He is their best player.
What are we doing here? I get
yeah.
it. He don't want to be there. Y'all don't want him to be there, but y'all don't want him to go somewhere and be better for somebody else. But you still hurting yourself. Like, he's still playing decently. Like, you saying we're gonna take you out the roster or take you out of starting. How is that gonna help your situation at all?
All right, and then it's like, imagine the teammates, all the up and downs, because like last week Miami played Milwaukee, and then the coach was answering questions about Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero, one of the players, they were asking questions about Jimmy Butler instead of getting asked about the game that they're about to play in. So it's a big distraction. So, and with him in and out the lineup, like, okay, he suspended 7 games, he come back, he suspended 2 games. Okay, he on his way back. Then he gets suspended indefinitely. So it's like, it's inconsistently. Like, so the Miami, more or less, Miami Heat are cooked this year. All right, they just wrap it up.
This is definitely a rebuilding year.
Get ready for next season because this season is over with.
Like, so side note, who could they get for Jimmy?
Well, that's the thing. So Jimmy Butler is a free agent next season.
Okay.
So teams don't want to just trade for him and like rent him for the more or less rent him for the second half of the NBA season because he can walk next season. You don't want to. And Miami Heat is not just going to give him up for any old thing. So you don't want to give up draft picks and players and assets for Jimmy Butler if he's not going to resign with you and he's just going to leave the next summer.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of rough.
I imagine when he gets traded, it's going to probably be like a 3-4 team trade. There's going to be a few teams involved to make the trade happen. That's what I think how it's going to go down. But we shall see.
Mm. I mean, yeah, he just got to stick it out until the end of the season. Um, he definitely get picked up by somebody. Will it
Oh, for
be
sure.
max money? I don't know, but he gonna
I don't
get a decent check. And but if he wants to go to the Suns, do you think the Suns will pick him up as a free agent?
Well, Suns don't have a whole lot of money to spend because
Yeah.
They got Bradley Beal on their books. Um, Also, Jimmy Butler is 35, so I don't know because I know one of the issues was that he wanted a contract extension with Miami and they was not willing to give it to him. So
Mm,
that's why they going through what they're going through. And so 35 in basketball years, NBA years, that's old.
hmm
So that's probably what Miami was looking at. Like, my guy, you're 35.
hmm
Like, how many more years you have in you? Pause.
hmm
So we'll see what happens. But they need to trade him, get him out of there, so both sides can go on with the season. Because at this point, it's just drama on top of drama on top of drama. And
Yeah,
they're not known for basketball right now. They're just known for drama. So
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's not helping ticket sales. Um, these
well,
aren't
Miami Heat
on the
fans
court
don't
antics.
Miami Heat fans don't show up to the games on time, no way. So they just kind of stroll
True,
on in.
true.
Even
Days at Miami, there's a whole bunch of stuff to do, and
right, they got a lot of stuff going on.
y'all ain't on no championship run right now, so
Yeah,
there's no reason to necessarily be at the games unless you're
right,
trying to take a date there and show off. Um, okay,
pretty much.
okay,
So yeah,
that makes sense.
that's what I got for Jimmy Butler news.
Okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
the show hasn't actually premiered, but the show has already been green. I can't say that word. It's already been green lit for a season 2 and a possibly season 3. The show we're talking about is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yes, Disney is very back in this show. They feel very confident in the show. They've already greenlit it for a season 2 before the first season hasn't even come out. Um, that's
Wow.
crazy. Like the director of not the director, but the showrunner has already read the scripts for season 2 that and they're about to go into animation and all that good stuff. And they're already in talks about season 3. um yeah, apparently they feel this show is gonna be good. They actually showed some first looks at Daredevil because he's going to actually be in the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Kind of spoiler, probably should have said that earlier, but he's going to be in the show. So they show like his character design a little bit. Looks kind of cool. And there's another character is going to be in the show, but I'm not going to mention it because let you guys see it for yourself. Um, but they didn't show that character, but that character is supposed to be in there. So since Disney feels so strongly about this, I definitely will be checking the show out now. The show actually premieres on the 29th of January. Yeah, we're in January right now, so it depends
Yeah.
on the. I always mix up January and June in my head. I don't know why, dyslexia. But it premieres on the 29th. So and they're supposed to be putting out 2 episodes on the 29th, and then I think it's gonna be 10 episodes altogether for season 1, and they're supposed to run them real fast, probably in the next month or two. I think I seen it said 2 months and you should get all 10 episodes should be out. So they're running the show fast, but they seem to have faith in it. Liked the trailer. I thought it was cool. I love Spider-Man when he's in high school and he's kind of lower crime fighting and all that. Spider-Man's good as a teenager. He's really good as a teenager. Not a lot of people have done him as an adult. which is another aspect that could be interesting with Spider-Man. But the teenage years are always good, always fun. So I will be checking out the show, and I will let you guys know what I think about the episodes. Um, but already greenlit for season 2 and season 3. Already possibly about to start writing scripts is crazy for a show that hasn't got the best warm welcome from the trailers that they put out, especially with the kind of race swapping they're doing too, because they're actually doing more than just um, Norman Osborn and his son, which I'm blanking on his name right now. Dang, what is his name? Oh, I can't believe I'm blanking. But there's other characters that have been race bended too. So we're gonna explore those when the show comes out. But yeah, Disney apparently feels very strong. Well, a lot of their Spider-Man shows do very well. If you didn't know, Disney owns the TV licenses to Spider-Man, so they can do TV shows with him. Sony owns the movie licenses to Spider-Man, so they're playing nice with Disney, letting them be in the MCU, which is actually working out for them very well because both I think he has $2 billion movies and like a 8 to 900 million dollar movie.
Mm,
Since they doing that little combination work together, so it's definitely working out for them. They got all those other Spider-Man adjacent movies that Sony does. They don't do so well, but the Spider-Man movies do very well for them. So they're not letting that go anytime soon. But yeah, guys, let me know. What do you think? Are you think this is a good idea for Disney to do? Remember, animation is cheap. It's cheaper to make, so they're not going crazy budget on this, so they can still do it with a lackluster budget, so it won't hurt their pockets too much. But that is time that they're carving out for that show to play. So that could be a different show in that time slot, and it could get more eyes on it and more revenue from toy sales and all that good stuff. Because let's be honest, that's how cartoons make their money, toy sales. And kids love toys,
facts.
and adults do too. Collectors love them. So yeah,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is gonna be greenlit. Is already greenlit for a season 2. So we're at worst case scenario, we're gonna get 3 seasons of this show. Worst case scenario.
That's
Best case scenario, we'll get 6 seasons because it does so well.
but that's like I said, that's wild. Is already green lit for season two, and season one hasn't even premiered yet. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that.
So I wasn't go. I was talking about this later, but there's also another show that's already being greenlit as well. Daredevil Born Again. It's been greenlit for season 2 already. They Disney is like at a point where they just feel, hey, we're back on board. We know what we're doing with these shows now. They've already greenlit Daredevil season 2, not even having the first season come out. The first season didn't come out until like March. Come out March. But that trailer, it was really good. It really good. It didn't perform as amazing as they would hoped. Like it didn't get a lot of views. It didn't get a lot of mentions on TikTok and X and all that. It wasn't trending, I don't think. But it bumped up a little bit, but they believe in it. So I thought it was really cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, I'm back. It's making me want to go finish Daredevil season 3, which I did not finish. I gotta go finish that. But yeah, that's also been greenlit before first season has come out. I know there's only been like a few shows that's actually happened to that turned out good. I can't think of anything besides I think Mandalorian did that. Um, I think one other show I can't remember, but not many shows get the green light for season 2 before the first season shows. So Disney's either know what they're doing or they got a crystal ball over there and like, look, we know what the future is. So we'll see how this works for them. But I will be checking out both shows because I'm a fan of both characters. I'm a fan of the trailers they put out. So It is what it is. What are you guys gonna do? Are you excited? Are you gonna boycott the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because of the different diversity in it, different race change in it? Um, Side note, this ain't even on topics. There's this little girl on TikTok. She has like I don't know if I talked about this. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. This little girl, she has a birthmark on half the side of her face. She looks like
Mhm.
Todoroki from My Hero Academia. She found a doll of him in the toy store and she was like, "Look, mommy, he's got a scar just like me." And people are falling in love with her, which they should because it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of that people can see her seeing herself in something and being excited about it, but they get weird when minorities do it and see themselves in the things they love. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's wild. Like why you can understand it here, but you can't understand it here. That's just crazy to me.
Uh,
It's crazy to me. But
Well,
you know,
the internet can be a weird place. It can be good sometimes,
really
but
care.
most of the time it's a bunch of weirdos on the internet making
Very
comments
true.
about stuff. Just people who want to be upset about something about life. So
Very true.
deal
Very
with the
true. But
bad. A lot of
they have started making like animations for the little girl, putting her in the show. Like
That's what's up.
uh it's really it's adorable. And like I
That's
got that
cool.
same feeling when I was watching my kids watch Black Panther or watch Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse and seeing somebody that looks like them and how excited they were. Like you want that for fans to see themselves in the thing they love. And for people that say they can't see themselves in minority characters because they're white. It's stupid. We see ourselves in the white characters all the time. We don't complain
Mhm.
about that. So why can't you do the same? It's all they're flying. You can get past it, they're flying, but you can't get past their skin color. It's crazy. I'm sorry.
Because they don't want to. They don't want to see themselves because they
It's all
automatically
about a
say,
choice.
this is a minority character. Oh, I can't relate to that. It's like, come on, man. We're all humans, okay? End of the day,
Very
we're
much
all
so.
human. But
Very much so.
you know,
But I'm gonna stop preaching. But that, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about the Spider-Man and Daredevil shows getting greenlit for season twos before the season one has coming out. Let me know what you guys think about that.
all right. So I have some basketball news. My favorite sport. There's a new women's league called Unrivaled that started this year. Um, Unrivaled is a new women's basketball league started by WNBA stars Napier I messed up her name. Napisa Colliner and Brianna Stewart. And the season just started this month and will go on to mid March. Um, it's 6 teams in this new league with 36 of the best women basketball players in the world, including some names that you guys would know, like Sabrina Ionescu, Brittany Griner, Angel Reese. Um, is Caitlin Clark? I know Caitlin. I don't think Caitlin Clark is not in there,
I was just about
which
to
is good.
ask you a minute.
Yeah, no. Caitlin Clark is not playing this season. Um, yeah, it's 3-on-3. It's 3-on-3, but it's full court games.
Yeah, seeing that,
Yep,
I was like, ooh.
yep. Full court games for 9 weeks. 4 out of 6 teams will play in the playoff at the end of the season on March 16th, and the championship game will be on March 17th. So March is going to be a busy month for basketball fans because so you
You got
got a
March Madness.
rival. Yeah, you got March Madness starting. Oh yeah, so yeah, you got the division championship rounds, and then you got March Madness tournaments for both men and women, and you got rivals finishing up their season in the middle of the month.
Mm.
Um, Also, in Unrivaled, there will be a one-on-one tournament in February to determine who will be the best one-on-one player in the league. Now that sounds dope.
Okay.
Just one v one. You know, you get no teammates, all by
Yeah.
yourself to determine the
Yeah.
best person in the league. I think that's a dope concept. Dope concept. The
Okay.
NBA would the NBA would never. Too many egos, and you won't have the best of the top players in the league
Do
playing in it.
you think the NBA might take this rivals concept and use it in a way for their All Star game and do like half court 3-on-3 or something
I
like
can
that?
I can see possibly because they're constantly revising the NBA All Star Game,
Mm-hmm.
All Star Weekend, and All Star Game because fans is not finding it enjoyable because they just BSing around. I'm gonna sound old when I say this, but back in my day, or as even as late as two early 2001 All Star games, like they were kind of BS like the first three quarters, but then the fourth
Mm-hmm.
quarters it got real. Like it was
Yeah.
really high competitive basketball. Like they were
Locked out.
playing lockdown defense, running plays. Like it was really now. Like the last few years in NBA All Star games, like but people shooting half court 3-pointers, like they just doing all kinds of crazy, wild stuff. But anywho, back to the Unrivaled. Games will be played at Wayfair Arena in Miami on mostly Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays. There is one Thursday and one Tuesday game during the season, and the semifinals will air on Sunday. TNT will broadcast all Friday and Monday games, while True TV will do Saturday games, and all games will be available live on Max.
Oh,
Um,
live on Max. Oh,
yep,
really?
yep. And just
Okay.
give you, now I'm doing a dive into some of the rules of the game.
Okay.
Well, another unique thing about the Unrivaled League is the court is shorter since it's 3-on-3 and they're playing full court. So the court is 70 feet instead of the WNBA court is 94 feet. And games will be played to a winning score instead of a final buzzer. So kind of
Okay.
something like what the NBA All Star games has been the past few years, where they play to a winning score instead of playing quarters to a buzzer. The first three quarters will be 7 minutes long, and the
Mm-hmm.
fourth quarter is untimed. So after the third quarter, the winning score will be determined by adding 11 points to the leading team's score. The two teams will then play to that point total, and the first team that gets to that point total wins the game. Um, as far as the shot clock, to speed up the game, it's only an 18-second shot clock compared to a 24-second shot clock when it's 5-on-5. And another way to help speed up the game, say you get fouled shooting a layup. And typically you would go for the line for two free throws, but in this league, you shoot one free throw for those 2 points.
Okay.
And then if you get fouled shooting a three, you shoot one free throw to get those 3 points. Um, I watched a little bit of the game, a few games, and it is definitely fast paced, interesting. I know my girl Angela Reese was catching flack this past weekend because she stole the ball and she was on a fast break and she had a clear layup she should have taken, but instead she passed the ball to her teammate right behind her. A teammate made the layup, but it ended up being a contested layup when she had a wide open layup. So a lot of people in there was like, they Angel Reese knew she was gonna miss the layup. That's why she passed the ball because
Mhm.
she, she's kind of became known. And there's a phrase in basketball when somebody gets a layup and they miss the layup, grab the rebound, shoots again, miss it, grab the rebound, shoot again, miss it, grab the rebound, shoot again.
Yeah,
It,
they were talking
it's,
she patting her stats.
it's part of the stats, and in basketball terms, it is now called, you doing the Angel Reese out here. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
watching a little bit of the game right now. because I didn't know it was on Max. That's one
Yeah.
thing I was gonna ask you where it was at. Um, and I know you said they had already been playing a couple games, and I
Hmm.
see they don't have a YouTube channel. I seen somebody talking about like you think that was a big um mismarketing for them not to have a YouTube channel, their own YouTube channel, and have games on there and do stuff that because that could have been a big way to get them out into the world. What do you think about that?
I think if the league uh, is successful, then they'll probably go that route because that makes sense. I think what they're doing is testing it out. That's why they have it streaming on Max. Um, but yeah, that would definitely be something that they should check into because because they can cut clips and like Bleacher Report, like
Exactly.
their clips is posted on there. So in a sense, they don't really need the YouTube channel yet because they have social media to post clips. Because these days, people like short clips. They want to see
True.
highlights. Like a lot of
True.
people, you have a certain amount, like what 10, 15 seconds, 30
Yeah.
seconds at max to pique someone's interest. Like the days of watching a minute, 2 minute, 5 minute clip is those are over with. Like in order to get somebody in there, you got to come out with something. You got to hit them with action, interesting, grab them right away in the first 5 seconds within the clip.
True.
So,
True.
so
But
like starting out, yeah, to putting like clips, highlights on the Instagram. I don't know that TikTok and like Twitter to kind of get it going, and then if it's successful, I can see YouTube channel down the line.
okay. Yeah. I mean, the fact that they're on Max, they've got to be getting some revenue from that.
Yeah,
Um, I'm pretty sure Max is paying them some for that. So that is more beneficial than going YouTube, especially the first season. If you could get guaranteed money, then hopeful money, always better. I think they should definitely look
yeah.
into
They
their own social media for Unrivals itself, just to build that brand. Um, but yeah,
well,
that sounds
they, ha-
amazing.
they have quite a few of partners and sponsorships for this league.
Okay.
Just to just to name a few, I'm not gonna name them all. Like Sprite, Body Armor, Samsung, Miller Lite,
Okay.
Ticket Ticketmaster, State Farm, TNT Sports. So they
Okay.
have some
They're
partners and
doing something.
sponsorship,
Yeah.
and
I just
also
don't want them to leave money on the table.
yeah, also they have quite a few like people people that invested and into the league.
Mm,
Um, I'll just name off a few names. Giannis from Milwaukee Bucks,
okay.
uh,
Putting his money
Ashton
where his mouth
Kutcher,
is.
Carmelo Anthony,
Nobody cares
for
about
basketball. Hey, oh yeah, I thought you was gonna say something about because I had just said Carmelo. I thought you was gonna talk about Carmelo. You'll take no Carmelo
Uh,
slander.
Carmelo's still good. He good right now. He ain't did nothing
Uh,
crazy.
Steve Nash,
Okay.
Gino I can't pronounce his last name. He's the coach for UConn female.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So just to name a few people. So I wish them success because 3-3 basketball is actually popular
Yeah.
outside
I mean,
America. It's
clearly,
in the
Ice
Olympics.
Cube. You know that. I was gonna ask you this too. You think that's why they did full court so Ice Cube can't say they biting his style?
Yes, because Ice Cube Big Three. I've been to I've been to two events of Big Three, and those games are fun. They say too, but yeah, I think so. That's why they made it full court because Ice Cube
Okay.
already has a 303 half court Big Three league that
Yeah.
runs during the summer. So for sure. So he tried to say that like, no, this full court, bro. It's not the same.
It's
So
not the same, Ice Cube. It's not the same.
which also side note, Big Three. Uh, there's kind of like some beef with the Big Three in the NBA because Ice Cube's been saying that he kind of like asks the NBA, can they partner, and like the
Hmm.
NBA kind of like looks down on him in this league and trying
That's
to withhold, trying to block his TV rights deal and
mm,
keep players away because the Big Three are like retired NBA players and
yeah.
or other players around America that's good. So yeah,
That's
but yeah, that's all I got for the Unrivaled. Check them out, people. I definitely, if you're a basketball fan, check out this league. It's different from your typical uh, professional basketball league. It's fun. The game is faster, and like I said, I really like the 1v1 to see who's the best player in the league. Uh, Definitely going to watch that tournament.
okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely check it out. Like you said, it's on Max. That's where I just found it. So you go check that out. And do you think, side note, do you think it will get bigger if Caitlyn joins it next
Oh,
season?
for sure, because she has a fun. I put it. Caitlin Clark has like a following like Taylor Swift has. So
Okay.
if Caitlin Clark go plays in there, definitely if she plays in there next year, definitely they'll get more eyes on them.
I mean, you can't not doubt her effect on the WNBA last year. You can't.
for, for
Um,
sure.
you can't. I mean, and as
But
much as I would like to give Angel Reese some of that as well, she had
oh, for
some
sure.
effect as well. But Caitlyn, it's up
Or
there.
or
It's up there.
or yeah, because Angel Reese she played the villain, so you always got to
True.
have a
True.
hero. You got to have
You
the
got a
villain.
hero and a
So
villain. That's very, very true.
so she took on that role and thrived in it. And so, but yeah, but there's some there's still some dope players in college women's basketball right now. You got Juju Watkins in USC, Paige Beckers out of UConn,
Hmm.
and oh my god, I forgot her name out in Rutgers. I think her last name is Miller. Key and his first name starts with a K. Oh my god, I forgot her name. But she is so cold. She has handles, got a jumper. She's dope. I can't wait to watch her in March Madness tournament this March because she is dope. Can't remember her name right now.
Yeah, I would lie to you and say I knew her name. That'd be a
Uh,
100% lie.
yeah, if I come across her and come back to my mind, I will let you guys know.
All right. All right. So for uh, not my last, but one more story. Um, so if you didn't know, there is a Green Lantern show coming to DC in I forgot to write down when it's coming. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I can look up. I think it's coming in 2026. Yeah, it's supposed to premiere 2026 called Lanterns. If you the main cast is Aaron how do you pronounce that man's last name? Um ah I'm blanking on his name. That light skinned blue eyed dude. He was in Mufasa. Pierre. Aaron Pierre is gonna be playing John Stewart, and I forget the other actor that's going to be playing Hal Jordan. I think Cal Chandler, yeah, Kyle Chandler is gonna be playing Hal Jordan. They're gonna actually be teaming up. It's a Green Lantern series where those two will team up, kind of buddy cop thing, where they'll be. I don't know if they're gonna be in space doing Green Lantern stuff or on Earth doing Green Lantern stuff. But that show, they've already got some cast members for it. They're actually going to start production for it in February, 2025. So very soon, in the next 2 weeks, they're going to go into production of the show. Um, I think it's still supposed to be a series. It might turn into a film depending on how well they shoot it. Pretty sure it's going to stay a series. It is another one of like DC's first live action series in this new DC era on the regime they're bringing up. But they have added another cast member. His name is how did I pronounce it? I'm gonna mess his name up. So hold on, guys. I mean, it's Ulrich Thompson. He is a director, a Danish director. But he's going to be playing an actor in this. He's going to be playing Sinestro. I couldn't get that word out. So if you don't know, Sinestro is a big Green Lantern villain. I guess it's not a spoiler. You might already know this, people. He's a Green Lantern who turned to the yellow side of the Green Lantern Corps and uses I think it's the fear ring. I'm not super versed in Green Lanterns. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know a little bit on those fear, anger, love. Um, what's the blue one? I think the purple one is love. I forget what the blue one is, imagination or something. And the green one, as you know, is will. So they've cast him as Sinestro, so he will be joining the cast of the Lanterns coming out. I am kind of interested to see this show. I've watched a couple Green Lantern shows. DC had a couple animated shows. They had a CGI one that was really good. They had the Green Lantern movie, not the live action movie that was terrible. They had the cartoon animated movie, which was better. There's been a couple of them actually. It's pretty good. I like Green Lantern as a character. I definitely like John Stewart as a Green Lantern. He is dope, super cool, just blackety black, black, black. So you definitely gotta check that out. But yeah, that show is going to be coming 2026. I know people are a little bit upset with Aaron Pierre being cast as John Stewart. They say he's not as dark as they would like him to be for John Stewart, which I get. It's a little bit of colorism. John Stewart in most of Justice League shows was a darker individual, but in the comic books, he's more brown, not as dark black or dark brown, but more just regular brown, medium brown. So I think they'll be okay. But Aaron Pierre seems like a great actor. If you didn't see him in his Netflix movie, which I blanked on the title, Marcus, you wouldn't know the title of that movie, would you? Nope.
I
Okay.
would not know.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. But it was not bad. I think it was Rebel Ridge. I think that's the name of the movie.
Yeah, I got a quick question for you.
Go ahead.
Who was the actor that played Lantern in the movie?
That was he played Daredevil. I mean Deadpool. Ryan
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, he played
I thought
Deadpool.
so.
He
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. People that like that, I remember that.
he was not a great Green Lantern because Green Lantern is more of a serious dude. He's not really a jokey dude. He's more of
Mhm.
a serious guy. And they try to play him a little bit goofballish, so it didn't really fit. Um, yeah, Hal Jordan is not a goofball. He's a kind of a thrills junkie to an extent, but not a goofball. So it didn't play off really well, and the suit was really bad. It was so bad that he made a whole bunch of jokes in Deadpool about don't CGI the suit on me, so, which was hilarious. I'm glad he can poke fun at it now, because he found the character he was meant to play and made $1 billion playing that character, or at least made a billion
Goodness.
dollar movie. So it worked out for him in the end. But yeah, he played Green Lantern in that horrible Green Lantern movie. It was really bad. It was so bad. Oh, so bad. It was so bad. Oh,
There's a lot of people who agree with you.
yeah, a lot, a lot. But yeah, so we have new cast members for the Lanterns, which I dig the name, just Lanterns. I dig that. Took the green out and just Lanterns. I dig that. That's really cool. So hopefully, in the next maybe, since they're starting to shoot, next month we'll start seeing maybe some leaks of photos, get some set photos, and get to see possibly what their costumes look like, how Aaron looks in his costume, how Kyle looks in his. I don't think we'll see Oric in his Sinestro costume probably anytime soon, but we'll kind of get a feel for the show and see which direction they seem to be going. But definitely keep your eyes up for that, because I think it might be a good show. I like Aaron Pierre. I liked him in Rebel Ridge. He was good. He's a good actor. He did a lot of action. I didn't see Mufasa. People say it's good. Apparently,
I
it's
heard
doing
that.
real good in the box office, though. It's just keep going up and up. Like it surpassed Sonic 3. Um, they thought Sonic 3 would beat it, but it's got legs. It's just been at the box office. It's that Disney magic. Disney know how to get families to the theaters and watch their movies, and they doing it with Mufasa. So they thought it was gonna be kind of a flop, and it's turning out to be not too bad, making them a nice little chunk of change. So that's what's most important there for them. Hey, if we can make the money back, we'll keep making these flicks. So yeah, definitely,
Well,
definitely excited for that.
I think with Mufasa, it carries a nostalgia for people
I think
because
so.
you have the Lion King, but Mufasa is more about Mufasa and his life,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so then you got nostalgia for the adults, but then the adults, us who grew up Lion King, can take our children to see this.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's why it's doing well. And I also heard that it's a good movie. So,
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even looked at reviews. I know that what is it? Don't mess with my brother. That thing is everywhere. It's all over TikTok. That song is all over TikTok. So that song alone is a hit for them. So that's just keeping word of mouth around for that. But I did hear people were upset that they kind of changed the story of Mufasa. Um, Spoilers if you, because I can't even say spoilers. I don't even know if I'm correct on this. I guess they made it to where Mufasa was the adopted one and Scar was supposed to be king.
oh,
Um, in this movie, I don't know. I think that's what they did. So I know people were very upset with that because it's always been like Scar is like the adopted son, and so I think they changed it for this movie, which is crazy. But it's doing good so far. I think it's close to hitting 800 million world total,
wow,
domestic and worldwide.
wow, that's uh, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah,
Like I said, they hit both markets, parents and children. So gave two two
yeah,
two
they
people.
they they definitely know what they're doing over at Disney. I think this is their one, two, three, four, seventh live action remake of one of their classic animated movies. I think so.
Is Mufasa? Is it a musical or
It's like Disney musical, just like Lion
okay?
King is a musical. So
Yeah.
they got what's the name? What's his name? Um, what's the dude that did Hamilton?
Oh, I don't who you talking about. I don't know his name though.
Yeah, I'm blanking on his name. It'll come to me in a second. Ah. but uh he actually passed on doing Moana 2, which he had a whole bunch of good songs on Moana 1 that blew him up. That one of the things that helped blow him up. He skipped doing Moana 2 to do Mufasa. And they say some people say the songs aren't that great in Mufasa, except for that brother song. Um,
Mhm.
but side note, Moana 2 hit $1 billion. So
Wow.
touche to Moana 2. Yeah, they crossed the $1 billion line. Touche to that. It was a good
Love to
movie.
see it.
I saw it. I love the first Moana. We watched it on repeat in my house because my daughter loved it. So we watched it continuously. We have so many Moana dolls around the house, all over the place. So we love that movie. And then when Moana 2 came out, we went to go see it. She didn't like Moana 2 as much as Moana 1, but she thought it was still good and liked it. But I'm glad that movie hit $1 billion because that first one is amazing. It's amazing. So if anything, if it gets people to go watch the first one, done, done.
Right.
So you definitely will probably see him in Moana 3.
Yeah.
Manuel, dang it, I almost had it. It's Manuel
Len.
something.
Yeah. Like Len
Lin Manuel.
Manuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something else. Yeah, that's his.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
But
about.
yeah, yeah. The audience is out here yelling at me like, "How you don't know his name?" I don't know it. It happens. but, but yeah,
Okay.
so we got all the way to Mufasa and Moana from Sinestro being cast. That happens on this podcast sometimes.
Yeah. One subject leads to another.
Exactly.
Well, so for my final topic, I got football news. So over the weekend, we had the Washington Commanders play the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia won 55-23. Saquon Barkley started out the game electrified. He had like a 60-yard run. It was so crazy because one dude missed a tackle on him twice, and
Did he?
Saquon
Oh,
broke
okay. I didn't even see that.
yeah twice. There was a lot of fumbles in that game.
Yes, it
Jalen
was.
Hurts was uh, Philadelphia got the passing game going.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was 20 for 28 for 246 yards, one touchdown. Saquon had 15 carries for 118 yards and three touchdowns. And AJ Brown, I know he was happy. He got six receptions with 96 yards receiving and one touchdown. Jaden Daniels, which is, I believe, he for sure is going to be the rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Um, didn't have a great game. 29
Yeah.
for 48 passing, 48 passes. That's a lot of passes. Like the run
Yeah.
game was not there at all.
No.
For 255 yards, one touchdown, one interception. It's crazy because Jay Dennis also led the Commanders in rushing with six carries for 48 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
And their leading receiver, Zach Ertz, had 11 receptions for 104 yards. Yeah, there was a lot of fumbles in this game by
So many fumbles.
Washington.
So
Philadelphia
they had what,
capitalized on
three
it.
turnovers?
Let's see.
Three or was
Turnover.
it
Well,
four?
yeah, three. Washington
Three.
had three fumble loss, and then
Okay.
Jay Daniels do one interception. So
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That first Eagles play to take it to the house on the first play like that,
yeah.
ridiculous, ridiculous. Oh.
So
Oh.
so I so with that, at the beginning of the game, Washington had a 7 minute and 57 drive and got a field goal.
Yep.
Then Philly came out, Saquon 60-yard run. all on the field for 18 seconds, like 15 or 18 seconds, something like that. So
Like, just
yeah,
crazy.
when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, this game's over with.
Yeah.
Saquon running like that, oh yeah, it's a wrap.
I mean, they did kind of stop him for a while. They stopped him from running like that. He was only getting like 3 to 4 yards, and then he broke out for another one.
Yeah.
Um, so it's just he is hard to stop long term,
Oh, oh yeah, that man is hungry. He's been in the New York Giants forever, and
man.
they wouldn't pay him. He had no team around him. So
Man,
shout out to Saquon and Jalen Hurts and the rest of the Philadelphia Eagles to make it to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Now,
Like
the up,
I really would like to see them win the Super Bowl. Just Saquon could say, "Hey Giants, don't you wish you kept me now?" They gotta be
oh,
hurting right now.
for sure, they made a mistake by playing. What's that? Daniels. No, what is Buddy name? The quarterback that was for the Giants.
Oh, I
Daniel
don't even
Jones.
know.
Daniel
Okay,
Jones. They paid him instead of playing Saquon.
man.
Now, neither one of them play for the Giants. Daniel Jones got traded to Minnesota, and
Oh, really?
he just sat on their bench for the rest of the season. So
Dang.
because
So
he stunk it up, he stunk it up.
you did
So
not pay the one guy you should have paid, and that guy is help a team go to the Super Bowl with the
yep,
potential of winning the Super Bowl with that team. And then the other guy you did pay, you realize stunk, and you traded him to go sit on somebody else's bench, but
yep,
still make the money from y'all because they still have to pay him, huh?
yes.
Somebody in that front office got to be fired. I'm sorry. Somebody better lose their job.
So
Oh, wow.
so the next game, which was the game of the weekend,
Oh,
was
yes.
Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs won the game 32-29. Of course, it's Kansas City, so of course this game there was plenty of controversy at this game. Um, Patrick Mahomes was 18 for 26 passing for 245 yards and one touchdown. Kareem Hunt had 17 carries for 64 yards and one touchdown. And Xavier Worthy had six receptions for 85 yards and one touchdown. For Buffalo, Josh Allen was 22 for 34, passing with 237 yards and two touchdowns. James Cook had 13 carries, 85 yards, and two touchdowns. And Mike Hollins had three receptions for 73 yards and one touchdown. But like I said, it's a Kansas City Chiefs, so there was plenty of controversy.
Mhm.
One, I don't remember what quarter it was, but Buffalo Bills had the ball. They got the first down. It was a passing play. The receiver got the first down, but the ref marked them short. So then Josh Allen did a QB sneak. He got the first down also, but they said he didn't get it.
Is
So
that the one where he was held up? I don't. I don't know. That one looked real close.
he got the first down. He got the first down. And then the one the one play with the most controversy, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball downfield to his receiver. The defender caught the ball, and then they fell to the ground. The ball hit the ground,
Yeah.
and then the wide receiver like snatched the ball from the defender. They went to the replay, and then they determined that it was a completed pass. I was like, I don't know how you determine that a complete pass, especially for the offense. It should have been an incomplete pass because they both the defender had it, but then when they hit the ground, the ball hit the ground. And I thought once the ball hit the ground, it's not deemed a catch at all. So I digress.
I
I
definitely agree with you. I think they should have been. I think that should have been called no catch. Um, I think it should have been called a no catch because it did hit the ground. It moved a little bit. You could see it move a little bit. I think that should have been called a no catch. But if
yeah,
they are going to call it a catch, I think the rule is if you both have possession when you come
yes,
down the ground, it goes to the offense.
yes, that is the rule.
And I think from what I looked at, the Chiefs defender, right receiver, did pin the ball to the defender's arm. So that's the only way I think that catch was completed. If they're going to call it completed catch, which we all know it wasn't completed catch, but if they're going to do that, I can see the ruling going to the Chiefs on that one.
Yeah, but also Buffalo had a chance. Came down to a fourth down play. Chiefs sent the corner blitz. Josh Allen threw the ball downfield. He had a receiver who it was like the Buffalo Bills versus Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, yeah,
He
in his
had it,
hands, in his
had it,
hands,
and dropped it. So
in his hands. Could have kept the drive alive
yeah,
in his hands, and
so
it looked like Josh just threw it up, but it
he
was a
did because
perfect pass to him. It was
yeah,
a perfect pass because there was like four different Chiefs around him, and that ball only
yeah,
hit him.
yep. He came back, made a diving attempt. I can't say a diving catch. He made a diving attempt catch. It didn't quite catch it. I know back in the day, Gershon used to always say, "If it hits your hands, you're supposed to catch it."
Very true. Very true.
So yeah, so now we have that's what I was gonna say. I also noticed on social media the hashtag boycott the Super Bowl was trending earlier
Oh,
today.
really? They doing that, man?
Yes, they doing that because a lot of people are tired of the Kansas City Chiefs. They
They
feel
doing
like
too
the
much.
NFL is rigged for Kansas City Chiefs. Um, People are tired of seeing Kansas City win because they have a chance to do what's never been done in NFL history, go for a three-peat. They're tired of Taylor Swift. Every time she's been show, anything happens. So it was trending, but people are going to watch regardless
Yeah.
because it becomes one of those things where people are going to watch just to see if they lose.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, that is, and how the game will be ref. Me, I really don't care. I mean, I would like you mentioned earlier, for Philadelphia to win it and Saquon and get him a ring and Jalen Hurts. But on the flip side, Kansas City has a chance to make history that no NFL
Exactly.
team has ever done.
Not
So,
only make history, a black quarterback has a chance to make history. That is
yes,
huge. To be
yes.
the first one to do something no other quarterback has done. That's
And
hard to
also,
pass up that history.
if Patrick Mahomes gets a three-peat, although he doesn't have as many rings as Brady, because Brady has seven.
Yeah, you
You,
have to
you,
put him in that GOAT
you,
conversation now.
you definitely have to.
I seen a stat that said he is the only quarterback that is perfect in the playoffs. Like perfect in games of where they're down and has to score to win the game. He's perfect. They said Brady's like 57%. Drew Brees is like 43%, and he's 100%. I was like,
You,
wow.
you know, you know who this started to sound like? It started to sound like to go to basketball. Michael Jordan, 6-0, never, never,
Ah,
never lost in the finals. Never,
okay, but
never,
that's not
never
the
lost in the
same.
finals.
That's not the same statistic because Patrick has lost in the Super Bowl, so you can't say that same statistic. This is
But I'm
just
saying,
playoffs, and
but
Jordan has lost in the playoffs.
he's
Has
lost
he
in the
not?
in the playoffs. Yes,
Okay,
he's
so
never lost in the finals. Never played in a game seven. Never, never, you never heard Michael Jordan game seven NBA finals. Why? Because it never happened. It did it six every time. I,
Okay,
I
I
was
guess.
I was going somewhere else with I had another point, but I forgot. I lost it. I lost it.
Okay, but
Oh,
yeah,
so also another way, they comparing the Patrick Mahomes era to like the Jordan era. Because in Jordan era, you had a lot of great players that did not
yeah,
win championships because of Jordan.
yeah.
And the same thing that's happened in the Mahomes era. Josh Allen can't seem to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
They
Lamar
say Josh
Jackson,
Allen is 0-4 in playoffs. Like,
Joe Burrow has made it to the Super
yeah,
Bowl in the
yeah,
Patrick Mahomes era, but he has not won one. And Burrow is the only one who's had success against
yeah,
Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. So they just got they need a better defense because
yeah. They defense.
Burrow balled out. Him and Jamar Chase they balled out. Their
Yeah,
defense was just terrible. But yes, so yes, I like I said, I really don't care who won the Super Bowl. I'm here for Kendrick Lamar. That's what I'm. That's what I'm. That's what I'm
yes.
watching the
If
Super
you
Bowl
didn't
for. I'm
know,
here for Kendrick.
we know now that the Eagles and the Chiefs will be going back to Super Bowl. Is this 59? I think it's
Uh,
59
Super
or
Bowl,
79. How many Super Bowl has it been?
man, Super Bowl. What should nothing's gonna pop up in my little search right here.
2025. Super Bowl. Uh, it don't say Super Bowl LIX. What is L? I forgot what Roman numeral that is.
You said LIX.
LIX.
Yeah, it's Super Bowl 59.
59. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this Super Bowl is a rematch from a few years
Yep.
ago.
Yep. Rematch from 3 years ago. 3 years
Uh,
ago, I think. Maybe four. Cause yeah, maybe
well,
4 years ago.
2023.
Oh,
Yeah. So
2023? That can be.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that was the
yeah,
first one
yeah,
they won. That
yeah.
was the
That
first
that
one they
was
won. Okay.
38 to 35.
That's the first one they won. And then they played the 49ers.
Yeah.
Ooh. So Eagles coming back with trying to get a vengeance.
Yep.
They got something to prove now. And they got a uh, badass weapon in Saquon. So I think this is gonna be a good game. I think this is gonna be a good game. I think it'll be just as good as the 49er Chiefs game that went down to the wire. Because was that the first Super Bowl to go into overtime?
I don't think so, but don't quote me on that.
Let me see. See, I'm asking all kind of weird questions.
First Super Bowl in overtime, you say?
Yeah, I think so. No,
First Super
it's the
Bowl overtime was
Patriots and
you-
the Falcons.
yeah,
But
Patriots
it's the
Falcons.
second Super Bowl. That was the second Super Bowl to go into overtime.
Was that 2017?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's when Atlanta blew the lead.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
horrible lead to
oh,
blow. Uh,
oh man.
that's just as bad as Seattle throwing when you got beast mode in
Oh,
that there.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they was up 28-3
That was
with
a horrible lead to lose.
8 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter. And yeah, oh, yeah. I'm sure Falcons fans don't are mad that we brought that back up.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry, Falcon fans. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
That is the worst
that's
crash out in football
so
ever.
bad. I
How do you
could
blow that?
understand because at that point you thought, oh, we will won a Super Bowl. We don't want a Super Bowl. And then turn TV off to
That
come back to it.
That's why you do not take your foot off the gas until the game is over.
Very true. Very true. Keep running the same plays like you down 7. 100%. 100%.
All right, people, thank you for listening to episode 4 of our podcast, Sports and Superheroes. I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work early in the morning. So good night. Make sure to check us out on all our social media platforms: TikTok, Twitter. We got an Insta,
Yeah, we got Insta, we got Facebook,
Facebook.
uh,
We got all that.
we got
All
Blue Sky,
Booster.
Threads.
I don't, man. I don't even know what you're talking about now, bro.
It's like another Twitter.
Well, we got Red Note too. We
No, we
got
don't
that
got
too.
Red Note. We ain't got Red Note. I
Okay.
was gonna get us a Red Note, but then I was like, nah, I think we will.
I think the hell we talk about. But yeah, check us
I
out
don't
on
feel like
all our
learning Mandarin.
check us out on all our social media platforms. I am your host for tonight, Marcus, and my co-host Gershawn.
Thanks for
Come
joining us,
to
guys.
tune in with us for episode number 5. Peace.
Peace out.